I'm Amanda Pasciucco, the sex healer, and today we're going to talk about advice that I've gotten from pro doms on what couples ought to know. Stay until the end for a checklist and to find out about how to download our webinar. I've worked with couples for over a decade, and a lot of the times they really want techniques to bring them to the next level. So today I'm going to talk to you about what I've learned from a dominatrix about what couples need to know. The first thing that a dominatrix talks about is the idea of priming the mind. If you text your partner during the day, if you start making plans ahead of time, that is very attractive to most couples. The dominatrix discusses how when they make plans, what ends up happening is that them and their client will plan and decide what the scene will be. There isn't really an element of surprise, but there's an element of anticipation in the priming, which gives us dopamine in the brain. So to keep that new type of spark of adrenaline and anticipation, you want to prime your partner's mind before you get to the sexual evening. Next, the next most important thing that a dominatrix focuses on is setting the mood, setting her dungeon. She takes things into account, such as what does it feel like in the air? Are you going to have lotions and lubes? What is the scent? Are we going to make sure that there's a scent that we both enjoy, like a candle, or no scent? For sight, there won't be clutter. It will be many clear counters in space. For sound, an amazing playlist like the ones we make, or a white noise machine, just so you have something going on in the background. And for taste, believe it or not, having lots of water to hydrate is very important from a dominatrix point of view. What do you think? What are your favorite senses to indulge to get ready for a scene or a sex night? Next, doing something that's sensually pleasurable, whether that be for you or your partner. Velvet, velour, silk, satin. All of these fabrics and textures, lace on the lingerie. These are things that couples really enjoy. So we want to start playing with those sensations to bring more intensity to the moment. There's a buildup that happens with different sensations, and pro doms talk about this and how the different sensations bring the person to a different intense place. Next, who's the giver and who's the receiver? So as a dominatrix, it's easy to say, okay, I'm gonna hold the container. What do you want to receive? But when it's for a partner, it's important to negotiate. Who's holding the container? Who's the receiver? For whom is the action that's being done for? Whose pleasure is that for? All important to negotiate. And finally, last but not least, dominatrix always discuss that they don't want criticism right at the end of their scene. We could talk about it in a couple of days or maybe set up a phone call after, but the same is true for a partner, not to criticize right after, but to give it some time, because if you're in a scene and there was effort made and connection and discovery that happened, you have criticism, it'd be better to wait instead of giving it right in that moment and twisting the scene or ending it on a different note than what you intended. Thank you for staying until the end. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe, and the bell. Of course, say hi on all of our platforms. And if you want to know more about Kinky Sex, scroll down, click on the webinar we have, and you can learn all about it. Similarly, if you want to understand more about how to communicate or how to get skill sets like we're talking about, click on our free download link and you can get some of our tips that we talk about with our clientele. We release new videos at Wednesday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great week and thanks for watching.